up the bin since I saw thee, I saw thee. I haven't seen yous in yonks. It's a fine drying day here in Glasgow. I've got 2 loads out on the whirly. When I came out earlier on, the guy downstairs who likes to feed the pigeons was giving them their breakfast, and I got pooped on from that gutter. I was pretty raging about it, but Mum assures me that it's actually very good luck, and at least it didn't hit my sheets. Let's remain positive about it. I have a DIY task in mind. I'm going to need all the luck I can get. I'll tell you more about it inside. It was very ambitious putting a t-shirt on to come out and do this. It's still freezing.
With the daily updates, you can't make up. It's the Black Isle Correspondent. She lives in Fort Rose and tells us what goes on. If your isolation causes desperation, try the Black Isle Correspondent. If you're feeling grumpy, you'll find some company here.
Today's task, zhuzhing up the fireplace. There's that big gap in the middle where there's just nahin happening, and I have a plan. We're going to need a big bit of MDF, a stick for making sure things are straight, a spirit level for doing the same job, but the spirit level's not big enough for the whole board, so that's why I'm using the stick as well, a measuring tape, and some stick-on PVC fake tiles. But why stop there? The mantelpiece itself, you can see, is a bit darker than the mirror above it. In fact, it's darker than any of the other wood in the flat. So, I'm going to paint it up. So we're also going to need a drill, some paint, a paintbrush, and, of course, the dungers. Ah, sake, look! That's the flipping rain on and my washing out on the line. Raging! I should have known better than to try and hang out washing before the springs properly started. Anyway, the gap there is 90 centimetres by 90 centimetres. So I've got a board of MDF that's a little bit bigger than that. Measure once. No, measure twice. Cut once. But the boy at B&Q's already cut everything. The tiles don't have any grouting stuff around them, so I'm going to put some paint as a backing to look like grout. Think that's going to work? Hope so. This may actually never make it to the internet because it might go so badly wrong that I can't ever tell any of you about it. Oh, the genius laddie working the big saw machine in B&Q did not in fact give me a metre square. He gave me 99 centimetres by 100 centimetres. Better put the kettle on. I didn't bring any of my Black Isle Correspondent mugs down the road with me, but I've got my Highland stoneware. It tastes just like the Highlands. Next, maybe blue tack is going to help me here. Yes, blue tack. I put a bit of blue tack on all of my tiles. I put a bit of blue tack. I tell you what, lads, I'm really approaching grump here, and there's absolutely nobody here to be grumpy with other than myself. This is why doing jobs up at home was infinitely better than working toot soul in Glasgow. Maybe I could just rub all these pencil lines out and pretend like I got it right first time. It's not very honest, that. Better crack to watch somebody getting it totally wrong. Oh! Maybe that's a joiner come to help me, sensing my plight. Oh. Aye, it's gonna be somebody this. Oh look, you can see my selfie stick in the reflection. Yes. Here, do you remember that paint advert from late 80s or early 90s? I think it was a Dulux advert. May the gloss in Ross be a good gloss. May the windowsills of Winchester shine. Ceilings cover well in Motherwell. The walls of Birmingham, white clean of pea and ham, and the skirting boards of Fife have a long life. So brush in hand, decorate this land with, and I can't remember if it was Dulux paint or the best paint. Catchy though. Emotive music for a paint advert. Now while this dries, I'm going to check on the checkerboard that's drying off in the office. The paint's drying pretty nicely, but the thing I'm most excited about is that I've got my opponent, Alan, the torso, exactly where I want him. The battle of the Black Isle Brewery's drafts. Some of it's bottled, some of it's canned, none of it's actually draft. Alan there, absolutely distraught, head in hands. My Black Isle blonde pieces are moments away from doubling up. Get me doubled. Oh, dry your eyes, mate. I had a bit of a homesick shopping spree online the other day. The Black Isle Brewery and Crobberty Brewery both do online delivery options, and your fridge will be a happier place for it. Now, back to the decorating. Day 2 in the makeover household. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's also a new technique on my hairstyle. It's gone pretty badly, so let's just move on from that and have a look at how the backboard is drying. Hit sake. Just can't get the help these days. It's all going to look well swish and totes profesh if I can ever get the backing paper off this flipping tile. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because the tiles are see-through. Ah, what a disaster. I've been to B&Q with the terrible hair that I wasn't really hoping to have to take out of the house, but there I have got a bit of self-adhesive backing paper, which is exactly 90 centimetres wide, which is perfect for our purposes here today, and it's all going to be fine. There we go. Flippin' heck. This is going to take flipping ages. Oh, there's my ring light looking almost like a halo. Oh, it's taken us 17 years to do this. What an absolute footer. Made it to the last tile. I would absolutely advise any of you considering this to fully not bother. Time to get the drill out and assemble it. So there it is. The fruits of 2 days' labour. A lot of swearing, bit of painting, some drilling, some measuring, some sticking, an unexpected trip to B&Q, but all totally worth it. I'm well chuffed. Looking back on it now, I'd have happily taken a wee bit more of that lucky pigeon poop yesterday morning, but it all came together in the end. Smashing. Now, get the kettle on. Lovely cup of tea in front of the fireplace.